it's me mentioning, hey, did you hear they got a divorce? And Liz is like, oh, that's crazy. And I goes like, oh, yeah, this happens when you get divorced. What happened when Mulaney got divorced? And Liz goes, one time I opened for Mulaney. And that's the whole thing.
All right, so today we're going to take a look at this clip from the Unique Entertainment channel titled Mark Norman and Sam Morril Go Off on Tom Segura Divorcing Christina P. Now, we've covered this many times. We covered Mark saying something about it to Joe List. We've seen Chris D'Elia saying stuff. Bert Kreischer attempting to sort of get him to open up. It's an ongoing thing within the community at this point. I can't stop finding videos about this, and it sounds like new angles. Sometimes it is. Sometimes it's a new comedian. Either way, Mark has said something before about this. Let's see what he's got.
Yeah, all these fucking... Some twink queef bitch made a post. Mark Norman goes off on Segura. It says goes off. So I was like,
oh, God. It wasn't me. Because, again, I don't like to be that dishonest in my titles. Sometimes you got to clickbait it a little bit. Most of the time, I try to be honest, okay? Whereas some people will just say, hey, Brendan Schaub walked off his podcast, even though he was there for 2 seconds, left, came back. It was not anything. But guess what I did? Clicked on it and watched it. And that's the idea, right? That's the point. That's what they want you to do. Sometimes there's fucking nothing. Sometimes you're like, I didn't know they acted like this, right? But here's Mark saying, for sure, he watches this type of content. Maybe not me specifically, but people in this field that are talking about comedians. And people want to say that we're podcast critics. Nah, man, it's comedy critique, okay? And we're only critiquing comedy because we have a standard of what is considered comedy. But of course, comedy is subjective. It's your own taste. And that's why each of us have people that hate what we say about these certain people, okay? But at the same time, welcome. Thanks for watching.
oh, God, about the divorce. But I like Segura. I like Christina. So I had to watch it, you know, through one finger like that. And it's me mentioning, hey, did you hear they got a divorce? And Liz is like, oh, that's crazy. And I goes like, oh, yeah, this happens when you get divorced. What happened when Mulaney got divorced? And Liz goes, one time I opened for Mulaney. And that's the whole thing.
Actually, that's not the whole thing. What actually happens is he talks about how his wife is a part of an algorithm that showed her a video. Joe got a text from his manager or agent or some shit saying something about doing YMH when he's in Austin. And he kind of makes the joke that they might be under new management. It's a lot more than just, hey, did you hear they got divorced? That's crazy. So what else? But that is these guys still attempting to kiss the ring. Stavros will say a little bit of something that makes you feel like, hey, he gets it. Mark Norman will do the same thing, but these are guys that they still have to bend the knee for. The Tom Seguras, the fucking John Mulaney's, the Joe Rogans, the Tony Hinchcliffe, right? If you want to stay in this business. And I don't mean a literal bending of the knee. I just mean they have to be cool enough that if this person might want them to open up a fucking show at an arena, they might think of you.
That was the whole thing. I watched it. But they get you on the headline. That's how they get you. The slug line.
Everything's bait now.
Everything's bait. It's all bait.
We're all fish.
Yes, we're
all
guppies.
fish. We're getting caught. We're like, that's it? Mm-hmm. It's a bummer. What are you going to do?
Yeah.
Anyway, you hear about Segura? Let's get those numbers back up.
Yeah.
Tom got divorced.
I know. I can't wait to see the first lady he's plowing. That'll be exciting.
God, now you're really giving them something.
Now this is going to be a problem.
See, and he's also leaning towards, hey, Segura's my friend. Even though he said he liked Christina. That might be true. But at the end of the day, Christina's not going to be having a stadium tour at any point. But Tom Segura is selling tickets like crazy. He's had people open up for him like Chris DiStefano and Bobby Lee. These aren't your average like feature dudes or openers, okay? He's getting big name dudes to come in and do this because huge place, lots of tickets, lots of money to go around. But nonetheless, I don't like that Mark is sort of lying, saying that he barely said anything. It was nothing, but I do like the fact that he's confirming he watches the fucking videos, dude. They show up in his algorithm. So if he's watching shit about himself, he's certainly watching shit about everybody else. You know all these guys loved Red Bar.
Well, I'm just saying, he's allowed. He's divorced. He's single.
The next one's Mark Norman will not stop going off. This is crazy.
Are they doing the pod still?
I think so.
I think it's very amicable. So good for them. They're both great
Good.
people. They're both
Yeah, I
funny.
love 'em.
Yeah, hopefully they got nice kids. Give that a goog. See if the pod is still going.
I think it is.
That might be a prison. A pod.
Yeah.
That's
I like Segura, but for some reason my content isn't anything YMH related unless some comedy commentary channel is talking about Tom Segura or Christina P. That's kind of weird, right? You like him, but you're not following any of his shit. So then how do you know you like him? It's just, again, only 250 of them, and they gotta stick together, dude. They gotta stick together. We know that. And it's fucking gross.
a section of hell. Podcast with your divorced spouse feels like a.
I did a podcast with an ex once, and it stopped before the breakup.
Why isn't nobody talking about Bobby Lee and Kalila? Did you guys forget about them too? But they're also your friends?
That's how well the relationship was going.
That's about
Like,
right.
We got to wrap this up because we're on eggshells.
Actively continuing. Okay.
See, because Mark could have figured out this information on his own if he was subscribed to the channel or followed him on social media at all. He would post clips, I would imagine, of him doing the podcast by himself with a guest, and then her doing it by herself with a guest. And then he wouldn't have to ask something stupid while also saying that you like him. I mean, what do you like? He's funny? Or are you saying that, like, hey, if at some point he needs... That's what I feel.
Yeah, that's like the opposite of entanglement.
Right.
Still going.
What was
Yeah.
that Gwyneth
Good
Paltrow
for them.
breakup called?
Well, either way, this man, Mark Norman's going to have another video to click on to find out what he said. So, there you are. Go check out the Unique Entertainment channel. Hit the like and subscribe over there as you do here. And we'll see you in the next one.
Don't steal my face. Can you please?